What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Slime Rancher. My name is Splattercat. Very happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and just enjoy this serene, tranquil little game. So serene, so tranquil right now. Welcome on back. It's always my pleasure to have you here. In today's episode, well, let's do a recap first. In the previous episode, in the episode that was previous to this one, we had gotten rid of a bunch of the mega slimes, like the big guys that you feed them all the food and then they pop. We had done two of them and one of them. Two? Or one? I don't know. We had gotten rid of both of the ones that were inside of the cave zone. They hadn't produced anything particularly interesting. They gave us some supplementary items. One of them gave us 2 gold slimes, which I fed to get plorts on out. Do gold slimes have a favorite plort or a favorite food? We should probably check on that. The golden slime! It has no favorite. Its diet is exclusive. It looks like we can strike any... It looks like any spare resources in the vac. Okay. And so it looks like we can hit them with, like, anything. Like, even other plorts or something. I don't know. It looks like, frankly... Oh, they're called Gordos. Okay, they're called Gordos, so essentially they're fat slimes. Well, we got rid of 2 fat slimes in the previous episode. It was pretty successful for us. It wasn't a bad day. Things went well. I'm gonna fill this feeder up real fast with carrots. And then I'm gonna get my boom plorts here. I'm gonna sell some of the less valuable plorts. These gentlemen in here like heartbeats if we wanted to get the full harvest. However, I don't think I have a lot of heartbeats right now. God, they threw plorts all over the place. There's just shit everywhere. Alright. We gotta make some cash. We actually gotta retrofit. Oh my god, prices are so bad right now. Prices are so terrible. I wonder if they're ever gonna recover. It's taking some time, and I'm beginning to lose faith, Nerd Castle. I'm gonna need some applause, or I don't know. I'm gonna need you guys to believe heavily that everything's gonna be... Oh, that was my last heartbeat harvest. And I didn't even realize it. Well, I know where I can score some more heartbeats. We'll call this an Oka farm, then, because... It would appear as though we are running out of resources. We got a Q-berry harvest over here, though, which isn't too bad, because we got to feed those to the phosphor slimes. So that'll work out for right now. Let's go grab ourselves some resources. We're going to restock the coffers, feed ourselves some slimes. Once these slimes have been fed, from there on in, we're going to start working on some of the other Gordos. I think today I'd like to get rid of the radioactive Gordo, considering it's the odd man out right now. And I don't mean to say that it's odd. I don't mean to do that to him. I don't want him to feel self-conscious about the fact that I have observed him. However, I will take that stony hen real fast. We might as well throw a couple more hens in this thing's mouth while we're in the neighborhood. Hey, do you like food? Yay, you like food. Get fed then. Enjoy. Take it. Straight to the face. I think there's a heartbeat harvest around here somewhere. We need heartbeats, though. I am kind of in an ugly situation with regards to heartbeats at the moment, and I don't like being limited in my resources that are available. And right now, I am limited. I am very, very limited. I am limited like a calculus class. I don't like it at all. Go away, pink slime. Nobody likes you either. You're the worst. Everyone talks shit about you behind your back. You are the freeway garbage of slimes. Alright, we'll keep working him too, although I have no idea how we're actually going to get his treasure once he explodes. My assumption is that most of it is going to fall into the ocean and become quite soggy and wet. I don't think recovery options are going to be numerous there. It's a word that I hate when you're trying to think of a word and you can't think of what word you want. It happened to me a lot more when I first started YouTubing, but now I've developed the motor mouth skills. Apparently my neurons have had time to rearrange themselves to non-stop talk the entire time, and it seems to be working out okay. I don't know what the overall configuration is of my mental neuronians, but hey, they appear to be okay. Oh, look at you guys over here. Trying to be badass and just riding out on me and mine, dropping them dimes all up on the line with the police, and that's fine because crimes have been committed in recent times. Surrounded by slimes, I think would be the obvious one to go to next, but frankly I feel like that's gone on too long and it's time to let it go. Just pat that one on the back and send it on its way, walking slowly off into the distance like a sad Incredible Hulk video or something. We need to get heartbeats in here. Done. And then this one's growing Oka Oka. This one over here is growing shit that I don't even want. And there we go. We'll make this one do heartbeats too, because I feel like I'm always hard up for heartbeats here. We've got pogo fruits, which I'll probably just sling somewhere. I don't know. Go in the ocean, pogo fruits. Feed those slimes in transit. This is your in-transit meal, courtesy of Splattercat. Please make sure that your tray is down and the food is properly secured before dining. And have fun on your trip to Tennessee. Never been to Tennessee. Never been to Tennessee. Seems like it'd be fun, though. Seems like a musical place. You don't really have that much in there. These guys, you got anything for me yet? Oh, you do. You've got tabby plorts for me. Okay, a little bit of supplementary cash. I'll take those. And I will not complain about it. I'll go ahead and take these tabby plorts. And they're worth 17 apiece. Pull a little bit of cash out of there. And I'll probably spend this. Let's migrate these little guys so that we can get our cages back out in the front. So I'm going to start putting some of the phosphor slimes in here. And we'll put a corral in. Take that up with the high walls. We will put an air net in there because they fly. Auto feeder, yes. Plort collector, absolutely. Keep this one stocked in, and then we're going to start moving these guys. Actually, I may dispose of these guys right here. I don't know if that's wise, actually. Should I? I'm just saying, the transit time might be a bit much. Oh my god, we're being assailed by a vibrating strawberry. It seems uncomfortable to say the least. There we go, it finally shook loose. We'll throw you in there. Basically, I just want to get the slimes that don't need these facilities over here. I want to move them around a little bit. Somebody had said in chat that the radioactive slimes were allergic to sunlight or something like that. They had like something ghoulish in nature going on, or vampiric in nature with their overall physiology, but it doesn't appear to be the case. It seems to be working out all right. I haven't put in any nets or anything like that, and they appear to be contained perfectly fine. I'll probably just take 4 of these guys over here, and once they've been moved, we'll throw the 5th one into the ocean so that he can retire to nicer climes, I suppose. I just don't want to overstock the cages. It doesn't feel humane to me. I like my cages to have a little bit of roaming room. Although, frankly, I'd run this a little bit like a zoo, but not like a shitty zoo, like one of the expensive zoos. Like one of the ones where they actually have, like, funding, where the animals actually have habitats, aren't just standing around on concrete blocks all day. I don't like those zoos. Those zoos make me feel bad. That's always the sign right there, is you see the animal pacing, and you're just like, ooh, doesn't feel right to me. Doesn't feel right to me. I do not feel so good about the fact that I have paid money for this. Let's go ahead and get them stocked up. There it is. And I don't actually think we need the sun net out here. I kind of wish I could get rid of it because it throws shade on... The slimes might like sunshine. Maybe they want to be out in the sun. Maybe they need to get their vitamin D on. I don't know. I needed these heartbeats. That's got 19 minutes left on it. We should probably use one of our Oka Oka then to replant this. Although I think I was planning on turning this entire front area into something different, so let's stick to that for right now. This Oka Oka, we've got Oka Oka in that field over there, so it's not that big of a deal. Do we have a feeder on this one? We do not. Alright, guys. Bon appetit. It's easy enough to keep these ones pure because they don't really require something that's hard for me to get. And I like that about them. It's like easy money every single time I mess with those things. It's kind of the same thing as when you end up farming... I don't know if you guys have ever farmed the honey slimes yet. I actually am going to need some of this Oka Oka supply. I actually hadn't thought about it till just now, but I'm going to need some of this Oka Oka to feed the radioactive Gordo. And then I'm going to need some other little fruits and veggies and things too to make this work because I don't think we're going to have enough. We got a decent amount of Oka Oka right now. Got that right there. He doesn't like fruit, so I don't think that's going to work out for us. This guy is not regrown just yet. We do have some carrots over here. He'll probably accept carrots, probably grudgingly. And since he's made out of radioactive material, we probably want to watch out for that. You don't want things with a vendetta reacting radioactively to your options. You know, they go straight nuclear, and they do it on a dime. However... feed some of you guys real fast. I will give you some carrots. Something for you to focus on for right now. So we got a lot of empty pens. I could either stop, or I could start hybrid breeding. I actually think taking magma slimes and mixing them, or the boom slimes, and mixing them with the radioactive slimes would be a decent, probably not a bad idea. I think that one might work out for us. It might do pretty well. We also got a couple layover plorts over here. Alright, so they're producing from there. These guys with their plort collector. Hey, it looks like he's collecting right now. Good. That's what I like to see. Now then. Oh, we got more Oka Oka. Hooray. Well, that harvest came in quick. Good. Let's make some money, and then we'll buy some upgrades, maybe. That sounds like a great way to spend our cash. Alright, the market remains pretty dented at the moment. I don't know what to say about it other than that. I think their plorts probably got sucked up by the plort collector. So I'm not seeing a lot of plorts in here. Yeah, there they are. And unfortunately, once again, we're going to have to take these plorts and just put them where they go. So let's take these over here. We're not going to get paid very much. I would like to get paid more for these, but such is subsistence as a farmer, I guess. Everybody would like to get paid more for something. And see, 17 tabby slimes and 12 of those. What do I get out? I get rock plorts, phosphor. That's not even worth it at all. Victor Humphreys has some killer eye gear, though. Man, a little bit jealous right now. Feeling like I'm getting faded. I do dash a lot. It might be a decent... Ooh, tank booster is probably what I want the most, though. That'll allow us to hold 40 in each tank, and then it's 650 for the next upgrade. Maybe I'll just take the dash boot upgrade so that we can run around a little bit more effectively without having to worry about running out of juice. If we get really lucky, some of this Oka Oka in here might be regrown. Because these are reasonably new plots, and with the reasonably new plots, they tend to restock themselves pretty quickly. Alright, a couple more chickens to be had. If I see them around, I'll take them with me. We can throw them into the... On the way by, we'll throw them into that Gordo's mouth. And then we've got another harvest over here. Might be enough. Might not be enough. But we'll forage and scrounge for what we can around the area. Cool. These Oka Oka are not ready to go with us yet. We are broka when it comes to Oka Oka. Ollie's back. He patrols. So what he does is he walks around the house and he patrols for a little while. And then after he gets done making sure that he's checked his traps and that everything's all good, then he comes back in for some constellation cuddles. He gets the cuddles and then he goes back out on patrol. See, if people got cuddles in the middle of their work shifts, cats have it figured out, bro. They have it figured out. They've learned. They know what's going on. They know what it do. Put the roostro back in there. Alright, and we're off on our way. I'll try and pick up anything else that I can along the way, too, that we can feed this thing with. Because they do like vegetables. So there it is. See, his constellation, you guys don't even know right now, but Ollie's gone. He's in, got his couple pets, and then he bounced. He's back on patrol. He's like, alright. I gotta make sure if anything comes in the house, they don't think I'm weak. Can't get too many pets. That is the path to weakness. Kitties know this, so they only get some pets, then they go back out on patrol to fight. That's what Ollie likes to do. That's like his main pastime, fighting. He's kind of the cat version of Russell Crowe. I don't know. I've told him to stop fighting so much, but he don't want to listen to me. What are you gonna do? Those young kitties, they get it in their heads. They get it in their heads that they don't need your advice. I'm like, kitty, I live this life a lot longer than you have. It's real out here in the field, kitty. You don't have to be acting hard all the time, flexing, throwing them shoulders up in the air. But until he meets a bigger, meaner cat, I guess he can just be the toughest on the block for now. And his chances of meeting a bigger, tougher cat are pretty much none because he does not go outside. He is an indoor kitty, and so mostly he's relegated just beating up on Maxwell all day long because my big fat cat is his punching bag most days. Sucks for big fat cat. Probably not enjoyable on his end, but kitty politics. How can you stop them from happening? It'll happen either way. You gotta leave the house eventually, and they wait for it, and then they scrap the whole time you're gone. Unless your cats miraculously get along. Which some people seem to get lucky. I don't really get lucky like that. My cats always seem to want to kill each other, so... eh. They usually establish some kind of hierarchy. Now, I think the place we're going is over here, possibly? Puddle slimes would be cool. I might come back for some puddle slimes, even though I can't afford to give them the things that they need in life in order to survive. I wonder what's inside of that over there. Did we look already? Well, I wanna know what's inside of there. There's a cavey thing over there. Well, looks like it's mostly just carrots. Luckily, I'm in the market for carrots right now, so I can live with it. Wait, there's 2 of them? Or does he have 2 entrances? Oh, he's got 2 entrances. Okay, so we found the quick way to get after him. Oka Oka time! I will let you irradiate me a little bit. Only in the hopes that I end up a superhero, though. And there it is. We got ourselves another key so that we can now go to Jungle Zone. Yes, yes indeed. Doesn't that sound good to you? It sounds good to me. Jungle Zone. Stop irradiating me and get inside the vacuum, please. Or I will throw boxes at you like a character from an old 1990s side-scrolling beat-em-up. Well, there was cash in all those boxes, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I need all these rad slimes. Although I was going to start up, I was going to hybridize them, as I recall. So a couple of these, it's probably smart to take like 3 or 4 back with me. And now that we've completed that, we can actually ditch the carrots. If I hybridize them with honey slimes, that'd be pretty fantastic. All things to think about. Maybe we go to Jungle Zone then. And after Jungle Zone... Yeah. That sounds pretty awesome. We'll mix them with honey slimes. Start making money a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, let's go do that. I'm enthused about this idea now. I have been infused with the enthused. Oop, I got no energy and I wanted to see what was on that ledge last time. Probably nothing. But it might be worth a look. I'm gonna use the teleporter. Oh man, it teleported me into a rock wall. See, other things that I'd be worried about. We talked about this in the previous episode. I'd be kind of worried that I get teleported into a place that was unpleasant. Like just inside of an object and have my molecular structure molded into it. That would suck. That would not be fun, my friends. That would be the lack of fun. Plort collectors aren't really picking anything up right now. That's okay. It's cool. Okay, so with the rad slimes, we'll keep them inside of here, I guess. Just like 4 of them. Yeah. We'll put 4 of them in there. And then we'll get 4 honey slimes and we'll put them in there with them. And we'll combine them. Either that or magma slimes. I don't care either way. Or boom slimes. I like both ideas. Both ideas seem satisfactory to me as a player. We've got strawberries, we've got golden plorts, and we've got more pogo fruit than I even remotely know what to do with. Ooh, market prices. Can you please get better now? That would be my favorite. If you could do that for me, I would love you forever. Oh yeah, I can hold 40 now. I forgot. Rocking this field, traveling with the 40 in the paper bag, because we don't care who sees. Okay, we care enough to put it in a paper bag, but not enough to stop drinking it in public. There we go. 845 all locked down. Let me see. I'm gonna make a puddle slime domicile over here. And I'm pretty sure you have to refill this in a timely manner. And if you don't, bad things happen. Do I have enough to build another one over here? I do not. We can only have 3 puddle slimes per. And so it seems like a good idea with the puddle slimes to make a couple of ponds, because they put really, really lucrative plorts out. Like, seriously, we get paid for those plorts. There's got to be an upgrade in here that I haven't taken yet for 350. Sure. Why not with the pulse wave? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Let's go fwah, and shoot like a little fwah, like a little thing at the enemy. Fwah. That's kind of fun. I sort of want to do that a lot more. I see myself leaning in that direction, just like, how many times can I fire this? You there. Away from me! What if I go like this? Ah. It was in that moment that I learned that I was bad at video games. I want to do a juggle combo. Yeah, there it is. He doesn't even know what happened. He's like, what is going on right now? Is this a carnival ride? When did they install this? Ah! Taking care of business. Doing fun stuff. I need to fill up on water. It is kind of weird that water just erupts out of the ground over here like a sprinkler. Then again, that means you should probably put your well down right there. This place probably has an aquifer. And one of the things that makes your land the most valuable is having access to its own personal well and aquifer. That makes land very, very valuable. Got a box over here. I'm going to throw it against a tree. And then we are going to unlock this thingamadoobie over here. Oh, I could have teleported. Shit. I'd have to walk all the way out here. I forgot there was a teleport over there. Well, fine then. You win this round, Slime Rancher. You have fooled me into taking the long way around. You have fooled me. Fooled me, fooled me, fooled me. Alright, let's open this bitch up. Oh, happiness! Ooh, we're in the moss blanket. Lovely. And now, what I like about this zone actually is there's a drop-in. You can't go into this zone without going through a drop-in that you can't get back out of. Very, very cool little feature. I don't know who thought of it, but it's awesome. I will see you all in the next episode. This is Slime Rancher. Ooh, cliffhanger. I will see you in tomorrow's episode. It was a lot of fun, everybody, and I hope you'll stop by. Hi, do.